Hello， 我下。哎呀！大家新年快乐哦！继续游戏。废话不多说了，直奔主题啊！我要找安东尼讲话。安东尼
Hunter, you look scathed. There's my Hunter. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
And where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend. Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all.
哎呦，好牛了！
No one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Oh yeah?
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Tony 还给我礼物哦。
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message,
超级
you
连
already
接
know that.
超级
When
连
I'm
接
not
是
saving
你
the
和
world,
其他
I
队
solve
员
the
保
world's
持联系的
problems
方
with
式，这
technological
是一个
means.
专属超级英雄的社群网络。
I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule. 谢谢评论，我敢保证的不
并不是真相。这是谁啊？奇异博士刀锋。OK， 探索我的房间。衣柜，会不会换一点正常的衣服？这个项圈一定要跟着我就对了。要买的哦。好了，算一下，有信。莎拉阿姨希望我练习写字，所以我就照办了。但每次要拿笔写东西时，我都只会让我更想跑去庭院外的秘密基地。我没来得及在暴风雨来之前把娃娃收好，真怕他们受伤。娃娃会记仇吗？阿加莎说不会，但我还是替他们感到难过。1703年4月3号。OK。获得特殊奖励。好，完成收藏后的特殊奖励。OK， 这个跑步速度有点奇怪，不舒服。画作什么画作？这个。1710年，莎莉·欧文斯所绘的阿加莎和莎拉及猎犬。哦，去睡觉了。搞高喽！噩梦。
Enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I haven't noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
这到底怎么了？前往锻造所。超级连结又有新的贴文了，看一下。蜘蛛人和他的惊奇朋友在城里释放了怪物。 哦，应该是说那个 Venom 毒液。惊叹级蜘蛛人。OK， 抚摸一下，好乖好乖哦。他是 Charlie， 可是说他 good girl。哎呀。还行。
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
看锻造所可以锻造一些什么东西。
Now, think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking
时尚搭配。
Oh, right. It's ready.
这是什么？
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well,
哦，升级我们的装备啊。
well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep.
Smithy
I am
is-
Iron Smithy.
Perhaps
铁
you
匠
should。just try it on.
比较现代一点啊，这一套衣服。哎呀，蛮帅的。
Still think I could have used a cloak.
你以为每个都是你是不是？普通战斗盔甲而已啊，这只是。
Constructible. And we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
是不是你的盔甲也要在这里弄了？
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored.
靠
But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
要调情喽。
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
并不是所有人在你那个情况也会这样。
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Or am I?
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
取代度呀。
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used
衣
droids
服
to
还
launch
可
the
以
Mandarin's car.
模组化。
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
OK， 直接去铁砧啊！伽马射线分析。
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just going to give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning, but Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
偷表
Using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves
听
with
起来怪怪的。
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line, I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Hey, Hunter.
分析伽马射线圈中。
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
OK， 分析。这有点 XCOM 的那种研究室的感觉。揭露新能力。我只能选一个哦，靠！哎，没有啊。哦，看完之后选择一个能力，对不对？连环吧。其实这三个都有了。连环感觉比较多。
When you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
你获得当前装备能力的复制品，重复能力可以在庭园中合成更强化的新版卡片哦。在庭园跟刀锋讲话，是可以跟他升级的，是不是？刀锋这个能力我觉得蛮屌的。
Welcome to the yard.
这把什么剑啊？
That's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice.
这个蛮像的刀
Any
锋。
questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that.
哎呦，加2哦，哎呦。Once you go black.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born.
哦，原来是这样的
I don't
哦
know if that's。
它的
how
起
it
源我已
always
经忘
is,
记
but
了。
that's the way it went down for me.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work.
好吧，
If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Do Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
这个蛮有趣的。
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world.
中
And
肯
I。think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally.
也才问几句，好吗？跟这把剑互动是怎样？升级能力。
No pain, no gain.
哦，变成连环3是不是？哦，是哦。
Later.
惊奇队长聊天，他在举哑铃。
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours.
我百合了吗？
That got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
OK。怎么突然变暗了、出来？这是密克吗？这不是。我想找密克密克在哪？地图看不看得到？我对密克比较有兴趣。啊，密克在这里。
Hunter? Yes?
啊，不能讲话，我靠！
What's up?
这些都问
Thanks,
过。
Blade.
Sure.
进去喽。
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now.
他根本还没想好。
Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
好，现在要去出任务喽。我先调一下东西，它这控制很奇怪，怎么换个？镜头震动，不要。对，动态模糊关了，太好了。OK， 好多了。浮士德，这另外两个是什么？
It was just
哦，这是
recently
剧
that
情
the
的。
Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block.
出发！不听他废话。反正我们也不能选，对吧？Go， 帅！地狱边缘传说。
Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these things on the warehouse rate is pretty normal for here.
Very.
This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a late night snack.
卡到变 PPT 了。
Signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
他卡到害我编码卡住了。
Scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann.
I try.
That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
圈内最聪明的人，圈子其实很小。
Mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
击败所有敌人。
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be
连
sound.
环看一下
Device
哦
would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
这边3个。挥砍是击退的，对吧？挥砍。 Ooh.
Interesting.
That's a neat trick.
That's a neat trick, of course. 先触发。
Come get it.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
鞭挞。嘲讽获得等同输出伤害的格挡。哎呦，突击3连环吗？这样好了。
No half measure.
神奇肉。
Feeling good.
移动没了。鞭挞。
Your fate is sealed. This is a serious predicament for you.
结束这个回合吧。
That's not supposed to hurt.
I just don't know when to quit.
战术模式利用战术模式可快速评估整个战场和敌方单位状况。
I've never
那
been
就
one
是
to
左
buy into
shift
the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing
Huh?
is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth,
Okay.
Horatio.
这边有一
You
条
know
直
you're
线，
talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter,
然
right?
后，刚刚那张怎么不见了？突袭连环2。
All
some for the rest of us. Behold the light's gift.
I owe you one.
Hmm. 拼拼看，43%几率掉落，直接，可恶！6D 还行，12D， 2只哦。
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
这样可以吗？
You make that look almost too easy.
可以。自己先治疗。
Carry you onward. I feel stronger already.
About time.
结束。
Kiss the mother with that mouth. Go now, quickly! Go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
嗯？哦？哇，被吸收了！唰赛，你觉得抓得住吗？你是不是想太多啊？他是惊奇队长。 从卡车上取得圣物，破坏九头蛇护盾守卫的护卫，进入卡车，用取得圣物卡牌带走圣物。OK。哦，这个家伙无法攻击被护卫的物品，将九头蛇护卫守卫的格挡减至0，以破坏护卫。OK。 看一下哦， 快速挥砍，先行一步。先抽一下这个，希望有那个速发，没错，就是在等你速发，看一下。
And I thought man thing was ugly.
Hail, Dad.
击退哦，光明之拳可以。这个碎了。
Next time I won't go easy. Let's do it. Not a problem.
把你打趴，狂杀。袭击可以。
Your chances.
You're still not ready to give up?
怎么他还可以走回去啊？我想说他怎么往外走了？混乱英雄，一名英雄陷入混乱，动弹不得，其余英雄必须行动数次，等待混乱效果消失。哪一个混乱？单位无法行动。OK。
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
我先用挥砍就行了。等一下哦。挥砍，速发，先行一步吧。哦，碎了。双星状态可以进入，打出3张惊奇队长卡牌，就会得到1张进入双星。在双星状态中，惊奇队长的力量会大幅提升。当惊奇队长的格挡值归0时，双星状态就会解除了。有3个英雄膝盖 ，OK， 红灰之拳很棒。我来看一下哦。首先呢，我想先让猎人走过来。对，走过来。然后呢，挥砍，靠不行耶，可以还原吗？ 关系，我先速发。
Weak, even for Hydra.
Watch and learn. At least monsters are wild and unpredictable. These rent-a-mercs have no gumption.
睡了。
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
I cannot seem to focus.
混乱。
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
2只，还行。
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck. One more.
Never seen that before. They're mine. Give the mother my regards in hell.
Mm. 打哪一个好呢？升级
Now
了。
they're really in trouble.
重抽一张，我重抽这一张。睡了，就是在整理。
I am not myself.
CD 还好，2只还行。他快死了。
These delays can be quite frustrating, infuriating even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them. Is that all?
重抽这张。触发一下。
Who's next? These fanatics are always the same.
击退免疫哦。
You have earned this. You were too weak for this fight.
Done
it.
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those
有讲跟没讲一样
from。the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
打算把车开回庄园。2颗星而已，为什么？
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the 4th quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
Hey,
Let
摸
me
狗喽！
see. How did this work again?
哎，狗怎么不见了？靠，好可怕！超级连接，看一下。我是尼克，以防没有人告诉怎么使用火花，刀锋和惊奇队长正在跟我们解释，捉摸不透的事，尤其是浮士德。然后他们就丢我一个在这，你可以过来一起消磨时间。谢谢，但我累了。直接来了。
Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a midnight sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Asia.
Oh, 有新英雄可以用了。狗嘞？狗真的不见嘞。
Despite almost getting blown up, it seems you did pretty well out there. Maybe there's hope for the world yet.
看电影。周日上有遥感。
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected chosen one thing.
不是看电影吗？
I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it.
是坦克背心什么东西啊？
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
Huh?
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
Runaways? 哦 ，Runaways 是那部剧吗？那部小孩的电视剧吗？
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Huh?
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around.
Getting some rest, but...
At a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha? Where is Agatha?
I'm sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Good night. 光明平衡点数，平衡度透过在庄园选择和在战斗中使用的能力，猎人可走上光明或黑暗之路。无论选择哪一条路，猎人都可以在沿途解锁强大奖励。OK， 跟随查理到阿加莎的祭池。按 Shift 冲刺 ，OK。 阿伯好玩吗？还行。有点 XCOM 的感觉，只是要用卡牌的，就是你的行动还是要抽卡。哦，跟他灵魂交谈，然后还有一点那个什么，龙与地下城那些跟角色互动，然后弄那个刷那个好感度的那些东西，也可以不刷啦。卡牌就还好。
Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my hunter.
阿加莎的样子怎么看起来那么慈祥啊？在电视剧里面不是也算是一个反派吗？
You learn to take things in stride, even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
电视剧乱改编。
You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
跟着阿加莎。哦。
Ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge.
感觉是那种挑战任务。
I do, but it's always polite to ask.
Whoa.
进入传送门，上古之神试炼欧希特，打开通往阻隔地点的通道。OK， 开始，应该会有战斗吧？挑战任务的话，竟然是。 这种你也可以看一下战斗长怎样，我就觉得还可以啦，就只是你的行动会加了这个抽牌的不确定性而已。
There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The elder gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat.
比武审判。
Outside interference. Yes,
来吧。
but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
嗯？哇靠！查理还可以进来啊！他好嗨啊！
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
哇，至少有2个人啊，这样。击败所有敌人，完成遭遇战。OK。
The goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice.
击倒时抽一张卡牌。
Or at At least her idea.
对所有敌人施加2个标记。哦，先出这个。
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Now that was something.
讨教这一张重抽一下。施摇。
Leave some for the rest of us. You were too weak for this fight.
"哎呀，算错了。
They must know my reputation.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
击退吗？
Your mother abandons you. Your fate.
结束了。
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
这2颗星啊，靠北！进入欧希特的洞穴， 那么多？我以为就只是一个门让我们试炼而已，原来还有。OK， 月之印，上古圣物，感觉还有别的东西，放置物品。文字力量，欧希特的镇里可以开启所有魔法锁和门。开启后，你将能进入原先遭到魔法上锁的全新庄园和原地区域。
Sarah was right to be wary of this place, but it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're
所以血族就是跟神有血缘关系的。
They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
等一下哦。OK， 我们是要去使用文字力量开启的。文字力量是猎人可在原地使用的魔法咒语，按空白键即可使用文字力量。开启。
Blessings of the goddess.
这有个箱欸，没有奥数钥匙。GG。所以还有其他的房间是不是？这里不能回去，靠。OK， 之后会有其他的房间。离开吧。
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme.
至尊
Why don't you
法
come
师
see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh,
把自己当至尊法师，
let's keep this
那么
just
屌
between
吗
the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter. 早上就要先撸狗。
Good girl, Charlie.
昨天表现不错。查理好开心哦。房间升级。靠，这种东西没什么意义啊。 不是啊，我是要开衣柜的呢。制定箱，哦，这个是制定箱，有够丑，干，没事，跟我没说。 没 现在又要去那个锻造所。
Again, that's Hunter to the Forge. Thank you. Strange out.
来了，哎，东西多了好多哦。哇，很明显这边很魔法风哎。月亮塔罗牌，哦，这是那个月亮骑士。月光骑士，月光骑士将真面目隐藏在斗篷和阴影之中。这张卡牌代表着欺骗的同时，也代表着创意和无意识。OK， 没有收集塔罗牌是不是？这边是不是会有啊？这边没有。哎，有，星星，在象征团队的重心环绕下，一颗星星悄然升起，在空中绽放光芒。这张卡牌代表着平静和希望。这是 Captain Marvel 的那一个原本的那个队伍吧。很明显，一边很科幻 feel， 一边就魔法 feel， 很大对比。
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful.
他们还有这个 XCOM 把敌人东西带回来研究的元素。
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
好吧，你开吧，我相信你。
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to
一个魔法
research
里面最
whatever
屌
we
的，
find in
再
there
加一
and have
个
it work in our
科
favor.
学上最屌的人，
I just
应该是
wonder what it
OK
could
的。
be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside.
所以我要说服 Tony Stark 是不是？哦，没有，直接研究就好，太好。
What have you brought me today?
可以透过研究生物来解锁锻造所里更高的研究项目，并得到大量资源来进行能力体升级和制作。研究吧。
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years.
所以这原本是你的。
The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. These were relatively common at one point in history.
这等级提升了。
Remind me again why you haven't digitized
研究项目
this
需
stuff
花
already?
费1天时间完成，但会提供强大奖励，如房间升级、战斗物品和英雄服装。超自然工艺。
Oh, so it's a Zen thing then. You become one with the old book and it shares its secrets with you.
Always quick to mock the things you don't understand.
Oh no, I'm honestly interested this time. Maybe I can adapt your technique into something normal people can use.
这个蛮强的诶，战斗时花费移动击退敌人。
Alright, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
反正3个我都会研究。
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
分析项圈。切入新能力。 伤害一名敌人后恢复32生命值。OK。
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
这个吧。
Day, Hunter.
要装备能力，开启他们的英雄画面来装备新能力。能力可以进行装备，或用英雄战斗牌组中的卡牌来交换。可拆解任何未用能力已获的精髓，为其为升级道具等必要的物品。编辑牌组可以选8项能力哦。若安装一项新能力，必须先解除装备才能替换。 治疗这个可以拔掉。攻击最多4张哈。攻击最多4张是这4张哦。哦。 击退的，击退比较有用的，可是这个攻击加16啊，会拔掉1张好了，这样好了。
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
诶，他怎么会在这？
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
升级能力
Practice
有
makes
什么可以
perfect.
升级的？可以看，可以强力击退，这是什么意思？没关系，可能更远一点吧。每日对练，猎人每天可以选择一位新搭档进行对练，借此提升友谊并获得独特奖励。来吧，对练是怎么样啊？他这个啊，就这样。我以为还要打欸，他这个有点画风不太好。
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
文森特，安，新年快乐啊，文森特！我靠！我朋友发了一个红包给我，超豪气耶！文森特有没有去讨红包啊？
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
It's good to have you around again.
贫富悬殊欸，现在要干嘛？寻找伊利安娜、尼克。 密克在哪里？嗯？我要找伊利安娜。要怎么找啊？这什么？发现新避风港。庄园有许多避风港地点，一旦发现后，避风港可以和一名英雄进行特殊的白天消磨时光，而友谊奖励也会增加。OK， 这是约会地点啊。讲的是什么避风港？感觉这里是密克会在的地方呢。哦，这里是那个2074的基地吧？那密克在哪里呢？收集了一副杰作。OK， 密克不在这里。
I'm seeing the benefit.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
我才不会鸟他嘞，在宿舍寻找他。这个猎人贝基也是蛮强的。突然在这里。
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for, opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny, you sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things.
反叛屁孩。
Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much.
反叛的屁孩。
I will open your damn portal.
不是啊。
It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic.
是啊，你早点开传送门，我们才能早点想到办法去救费用女巫，不是吗？无法理解他在想什么。
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
所以不止一个任务哦，这次。没有啊，只有一个任务啊！靠，出自九头蛇基地。哦，这次要另外选一个人。恶灵战警在与猎人的对练中获得战斗加成，下次出任务时再送他即可获得强大的增益效果。我想带密克。Go.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find...
哇，一来就直接战斗了。在九头蛇直升机起飞前破坏它，锁定并攻击直升机，在时间消耗前破坏它吧。OK， 好像把人踢过去哦。击倒某些敌人可获得强力卡牌提示，标示敌人，查看其可提供的卡牌。利用密克的地狱边缘传送门能力，可以在地图任何地方放置传送门。放置传送门之后，密克使用带击退效果的能力，可将敌人打入传送门。敌人穿过传送门后会关闭并消失。哦。
A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Something? You will leave this world alone and forgotten.
You have earned this.
Hell.
嗯。
Let's do it. Don't mess with me.
Oh.
Forever in service.
还知道打米克啊，迟缓了，刚好7D。刚好还有真鱼。
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The gamma disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Weak, even for Hydra. That look almost too easy.
然后鞭挞。
You had your chance.
Not bad.
睡啦。哇，密克要狙了。哇！
They send more to the slaughter.
强力击退。
We need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
嗯？什么意思？击退速发。 哦，原来是这样，靠背哦，干！我误会了。
Ready?
Possibly match your strength.
So that's how that works.
看一下哦。
Take this. Is that all?
先帮密克把攻击他的先清掉。
Which arm are you guys again? Arm D, B team, third string?
Hydra. 先这样。
Taking the shot.
I will remember your face.
14滴。Hello，
那个
回家喽。
On Alpha reinforcing.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Whatever works for you. One more time.
Hell. Leave some for the rest of us.
Tracking movement.
More than enough.
哎呀，
Never surrender. For victory.
Try harder next time.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure. The light is on our side. Feeling good. That look almost too easy.
Target's moving.
Let's do it.
Now that was something.
在干嘛？刚到家。抢。刚过去。我现在在备料。去备什么？出去买了。
Weak, even for Hydra.
我现在是手卷达人。妈，干嘛先卷？先卷会干呢。会吗？会啊。可是如果我今天因为我们要去台东，我爸妈有时候下了车我懒得。还好啊，练啊。哎，我现在还是觉得自己卷不好。上网找影片看啊。有啊，我看了、啊。看了，我不是手。我再卷不好就快变得好吃。
Consider it done.
不会啊。卷几个备用，到时候开车。
Position compromised.
好。
It's nice to get away from the helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
Prepare your... Not bad.
I am impressed.
You were too weak for this fight.
Not a problem. Wonder what the desertion rate is for Hydra lackeys.
Do not realize the
Hey.
trouble you are in.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last.
想一下，
There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
不要放。
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
看这什么东西？
Count on it.
社会在走，红包要有。啊？不用，也是啊，明天的吃喝拉撒路也知道。
当猎人的等级随着战斗提升时，任务奖励也会同步提高。不用为了英雄之间的等级落差操心。当猎人升级时，比猎人等级低的英雄也会自动升级哦。英雄在难度较高的任务中升级就更快，可以更快获得稀有的奖励。OK， 今天先玩到这边啦，2个小时差不多了，存个档。覆盖 ，OK， 好，待会播个结束影片，方便在 YouTube 存档就关台喽。大家新年快乐，下次再玩喽，拜拜，拜拜。